just a short lecture video to encourage you to do the practice for Rondeau and all these pieces actually, the way that we ask you to in the video and in the course in the prescribed manner. Today you'll be practicing right hand segments, and the other day you were practicing left hand shapes, and you might go like, that's not the real piece. It's not. And today actually I put up a reference video of me playing uke 1, and you can see that while I have a recording of me playing uke 2 in the background. So it's a duet, like the final project, and you can follow along, and hopefully that gives you, well, an understanding what the piece is going to be like. And also the sound should excite you and go like, you're going to be playing that, right? And that's pretty great. But you might ask, like, why can't we just start to play? And this is a great example of what we talked about in the very first days of the term, that music is a complex task. If you're going to play, you know, like, right? Well, you've got all this moving around and it's patterns, but it's not all the same pattern. And then you've got this moving and doing things, and you know, heaven help you if there's a metronome on, or you have to play with a recording or somebody else to duet. Those are all complicated things, and you have to be able to read music because it's probably too long to memorize and play accurately. It can be memorized, but you know, for this course, we want you to learn how to read as well. So please take these seriously. It's broken down in a way that if you master these things, then you have a decent chance of putting them together. So, you know, the shapes are that right there, right? And then there with these two fingers, and then there, and back and forth, and from here to there, like that. And there'll be more videos that help us put these in time with your segments. Today, you've got one that's all about just, right? When you put them together, right? First you got to get this trained, so don't take these lightly. Do the extra work. So it asks you to, you know, look through the video the first time and point to make sure that you can see what the notes are and the tab are on your practice segment sheets right here. A 2-page document. Okay, it's a little bigger, where the notes are there, but the tab is all 0, so it's just this right here. And then the next thing it asks you to do is to watch the video again and practice slowly making each segment work, and then practice along with the video. And then the final step, of course, is for you to get free from the video. You know what it sounds like, you can read the notation, you can practice this, and each one of these segments should become comfortable and familiar for you and your right hand, just like these shapes should become comfortable and familiar with your left hand, so that when we, in a couple days here, put together both parts on the other practice segment, then you'll have trained these guys and have a hope of doing these together. Okay? So please, you know, do a good job on these. This piece is too difficult for anybody to do all at once on their own. But if we use all the principles of the class and break this down into tiny bits and practice them and practice them and practice them, and you may even have to deconstruct a little more, like, you know, if you have to do this, right, that might be something you have to break down into smaller bits until you can do it with the video along. That's fine, but we have to deconstruct these, because otherwise, if you can't do these simpler things, there's very little chance we can put them together within the time limit of the class. So it's done out for you and the path is clear. You just got to put in the work and be patient on both of these halves.